Earth that we know vanished somewhere in the future. This Earth of the future is a transformed planet where the mystic arts are a new technology and the old technologies border on super science. Cyborgs, giant robots walk arm in arm with dragons and vampires. Creatures of legend, demons, dragons, fairies use technology to bolster their already formidable power. Humankind combines magic and technology with raw courage to reclaim the world. Then there are the rifts, holes in the fabric of space and time. Holes that are gateways to other worlds. Holes that allow alien life forms to menace the Earth. Rifts. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Jamie, your mythic game master here. And I'm going to do a very quick preview of our upcoming Rifts game by showing you some of the engines that are powering the game that we're going to be working with. So let's take a look. Check it out. You see my shelves here, starting with the old school first edition D&D and even basic all the way back in the day. And there's my Pathfinder shelf with everything from the main Paizo books all the way through third-party books, mythic books, Cthulhu source books, all the above. There's a rune giant for you. Shelf below that you can see setting books, adventures. There's Rise of the Drow, campaign player notebooks there. Some third edition stuff, a little bit of second edition, my least favorite edition. And then down here we go. Check it out. Oh, my shadow's all in the way. Rifts. Sonic Boom. That's the novel there. Haven't read it yet, but I am going to try to get myself into that Rifts frame of mind. Here you go. Check it out. I'd love to tell you this is my original copy that I bought off the shelf back in the day, but it's not. I actually traded my copy about a year ago. I thought, you know what? I've been trying to play Rifts for 20 years. I've never been able to play it. I'm going to get rid of this book. And as soon as I got rid of it, 3 months later, I start thinking about, man, I wish I could play Rifts. So here you go. Here's a peek at my source books and stuff. Before I do that, I'll show you the whole shelf. So you can see Rifts, some different Palladium stuff, and Robotech artwork. And here's some random things in between. The reason I'm showing you all this is because as a GM, you really draw from everything. Here's GURPS, Marvel Superheroes. There's D20 books, D20 Modern, D20 Future, Mutant Crawl Classics, Starfinder, and star-based, space-based Pathfinder stuff down here. So let's go up here and take a look at some of the source books. I showed you the main book. There's the Ultimate Edition Rifts, which I recommend if you don't have any other books, just to have that one to keep you plugged into the setting. There's World Source Book 1, Vampire Kingdoms, Atlantis. You can see right away just the evocative nature of these covers. There's the England source book. This one I bought for like $8 because it's just all ragged as heck. You can see all the creases on the cover, but the interior is really in great condition. That's one thing about these Palladium books is, man, they hold up to some abuse. That they do. Indexes. There's the South American World Book. Juicer Uprising. Coalition War Campaign. Very important to us since we're playing in the Lone Star area. There's the Skyscape book. Lone Star. New West. Spirit West. Sumerian Nation. Pantheons of the Megaverse. Dimensional Outbreak. And I still have my 8-book series from Phase World coming. Dinosaur Swamp. The Adventures in Dinosaur Swamp. These covers are so awesome. You know, when it first came out, I wanted to play Rift so bad, but the only thing I hate is feeling like I have to buy like 20 books in order to play the game. But as I've gotten older, I appreciate the detail that goes into some of these setting books. Here's Heroes of Humanity. Now this one kind of updates it to our current timeline. Both Rifts Aftermath, for anybody that's not familiar with Rifts, this kind of codifies a timeline after the Coalition War. So it kind of takes all these books and moves them forward a little bit into the current timeline. What else do I want to show you? Masks of Nyarlathotep. Probably won't use too much out of that, mind you, but you're dealing with rifts. That means you could potentially have time travel. That's the great thing about these GURPS books, is they're just so full of chock full of information. There's who's who for characters throughout time. Various things, timelines, Middle Ages, Ice Age, Robin Hood, World War II, so on and so forth, all the way through. Another one that's helping us out is using the work from the D20 series, the D20 Modern series, where they've made various classes, both for modern role-playing and for futuristic role-playing, which is really good for us. Converted it to the D20 system. Since we're using Pathfinder, this is an important one, D20 Apocalypse. Since we're using Pathfinder, it's perfectly compatible with D20, and it also fixes all of the balance issues of D20. There's Heroes of the Weird West from Deadlands. Got a lot of cool Wild West themed characters. There's Big Eyes, Small Mouth, role-playing game, D20. Military vehicles. This has our expanded vehicle rules. There's secret societies and anachronistic adventures, which is Pathfinder compatible. You can see right there on the cover. This is currently off the market. The entire IP was bought out by a small company, but they've been delayed in re-releasing it. Of course, Pathfinder Unchained, which is where we're getting the automatic bonus progression from. And then, a variety of other things. The Noble Wild for animal player characters. There's In the Company of Dragons Expanded for dragon player characters. Some others in here. Broken Earth, again, that's Pathfinder compatible. There's Starjammer for space rules. City of Seven Seraphs, Razor Coast, all the way up to Legendary Planet, which if theoretically we made it up to the 20th level and whatnot, we would use some stuff from that. And then over here you can see, here you go, this is what's powering your game. The main computer right there. You can see I like to keep condition cards on hand, buff deck. I have my Pathfinder reference app. It's $3 in the Google Play Store. Very, very useful. It's got the search options in it. There's computer number 2, computer number 3, inspirational artwork, and that's about it. All right, so there you go. There's a sneak peek at the engines that are powering this, so that if you have questions, I can reach out. I have rules right at my fingertips. I have lore right at my fingertips. We have everything that we absolutely need to make this an awesome, awesome game. We've got the rules, we've got the setting, we've got the virtual tabletop, we've got me as the GM, you as the player. Let's do it. From the Rifts! Roar!